I am the Lord your God, and none else.
And my brother, do you hear what that scripture just said? I'm gonna read it one more time for you. This is for you.
And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel.
So what God just said right there? He in the midst of Israel, right? So he making it real plain for us. I'm only dealing with one nation, who is that? Israel, right? So who is Israel today?
I'm lost. I ain't.
Look at his sign.
I see what you said.
Look at his sign. Look. So look, right here, right? This is what God called it. He called it Judah, Benjamin, Levi on down. Okay. On this side, this is what our oppressors called it, what the white man called us. He called us nigger, coon, porch monkey. But that's what they called us. What you see over here are the so-called blacks and Hispanics. So God said, look, I'm only in the midst of Israel. Watch this.
And ye shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am the Lord your God, and none else.
So what he just say about this whole nation? He said, I'm only your God.
Right.
So why you think, okay, God made everything in the world today, but why are we suffering?
That's what I want to know.
That's what you want to know? Amos chapter 3 verse 1. Watch this.
That's what I want to know.
Amos chapter 3 and verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel.
It's saying the same thing again. Hey, my nation, the children of Israel, how you doing, my sister? So what we're going over right now, we're going over who God really deal with the nation that he really chose. My sister, watch this before you leave. Watch this.
Amos chapter 3 and verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family, which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying.
All right, watch this. Hey, sis, come here real fast. How you doing, man? Come look at this sign real quick. So my brother, you check this sign out, right? So he said, look, the nation I brought up from the land of Egypt, right? What were the children of Israel doing in Egypt in the first place?
I think they were doing better than what's on that poster, but I mean...
So, you saying, when we was in Egypt, you said we were doing better? Exodus chapter 1 and verse 11.
Tim, I mean, because when they brought us over here, they started stripping us. And basically, I don't know really how those people were living, but what these folks taught me, but I don't think we had, if they did, it was the people that was the law or whatever, but I don't.
All right. Hey, so have you ever seen like in the movies when they show like on the pyramids, they show like the people that were building up the pyramids, the slaves for them? Right. So guess who that was? That was us.
That's right.
That was the Israelites.
Bro.
Watch this.
Exodus chapter 1 and verse 11. Therefore, they did set over them taskmasters.
So when we was in Egypt, and guess what they did to? They set over taskmasters. Remember back in the day, right? When we was in the cotton fields, they have, where we got? When we was in the cotton field, they have an Edomite. You see how the brother sitting on, the white man sitting on a horse? That's a taskmaster, making sure that we do what we're supposed to do throughout the day. Right? Watch this.
Therefore, they did set over them taskmasters to afflict them.
To what?
To afflict them with their burdens. And they built for Pharaoh treasure cities, Pithom and Ramses. But the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew.
So the more we got afflicted, the more we multiplied and grew. Why do you think that we go through the most problem, right? But guess what? We have the most children.
Right.
No matter what, we have big families. Family household like 12 or 13.
Right.
But he said the more we got afflicted, the more we grew. Now watch this.
And they were grieved because of the children of Israel.
Because who?
Because of the children of Israel.
So what you see on that sign right there to your far right, he said them same people, back then, the Egyptians was grieved because of them. Because we was in their land at the time.
Right.
We was in their land at the time, but watch this.
And the Egyptians made the children of Israel to serve with rigor.
Now when you mean serve with rigor, that means you serving hard. You struggling. That's how you are. Just like it repeated itself, basically. Watch this.
And the Egyptians made the children of Israel to serve with rigor. And they made their lives bitter with hard bondage. And they made their lives bitter with hard bondage.
So what? Back then in Egypt, we were slaves.
What?
We were slaves in Egypt. So God set up Moses to do what? To set his people free. That's why he split the Red Sea. Give me Revelation 18:4. Now, spiritual Egypt. spiritual Egypt. Let me give me that one. Revelation. So look, what we gotta understand is, okay, the children of Israel was enslaved in Egypt, and we came here on slave ships. So it repeated itself. So America is just like Egypt.
Right.
They had us, what? Just like we built some of them pyramids back then, we built America.
Right.
Read that.
Revelation chapter 11 and verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city.
So when it says their dead bodies, it's not us talking about carnally being dead on the streets.
Right.
It's talking about us being spiritually and mentally dead. Because right now, what would you say your nationality is?
I just say I'm black.
You say
I just say I'm black.
and guess what, my brother? That's a color in the crayon box.
Right.
We can't go to a place called black. So as a people, guess what? We are spiritually dead. He's speaking about the children of Israel. Read that part again.
And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city.
That great city is America.
Right.
Babylon the Great. Watch this.
Which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt.
Spiritually called what?
Sodom and Egypt.
So America is spiritually called Sodom. What is that? That's that homosexuality.
What?
What was the first place to legalize gay marriage? America.
That's right.
We see it today. Guess what they're trying to do? They want to stop the black race.
What?
We got abortion clinics going on everywhere. They're trying to stop us from growing. And it says spiritually Sodom and Egypt. We built this place.
What?
They turned them into that Sodom. They killed them, all this inside and killed it, and then they re-educated them with that Sodom stuff.
Right. Proverbs 23 and 7. Proverbs 23 and 7. What y'all understand? They made us transgress against the laws. Well, we already did transgress against the laws of God, right? But they found out ways to keep us in sin.
What?
Yeah, they magnify, right? They make sure we stay at the bottom for a reason. Because as long as we in the midst of sin, the Most High God, he ain't gonna fight for us.
Right.
So as a people, we gotta understand, okay, why are we in the bottom in the first place? Why are we going through all this situation? God says it's gonna happen to it if we don't listen. Go back to Amos chapter 3, verse 1. Amos chapter 3, verse 1. I'm gonna make it real plain, real plain. So God said, look, just like I brought y'all from the land of Egypt, I told you something. Watch this.
Amos chapter 3 and verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying.
Right, so he told us something when he brought us from the land of Egypt by the hands of Moses. Read.
You only have I known of all the families of the earth.
So he was telling us, no matter what, I created everybody on the earth today.
What?
But I only know the children of Israel.
That's right.
Read.
You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
Say, guess what? I'm going to make sure you suffer for what you did. So I'm going to make sure you punish for your iniquities. But what is iniquity?
What I'm saying.
You got that in the songs?
To me, man, like I say, I still like, I want to see all my people on there.
Right, you want to see your people on top.
Free.
But you said free. But guess what? We ain't gonna be free until Christ comes back.
I know it, but see, to me, if I see all my people on my island, I don't think I really.
All right. Let me show you something. Let me get Job 9:24. The book of Job chapter 9 verse 24. Cause look, and we can go to one island right now, but who are we gonna be paying taxes to?
That's what I'm saying. We got to rebuild all the people we got here now. Like I said, that street, I want that to be one of them rappers, movie stars. My people.
But think about it. No matter what we do, think about Black Wall Street, right? That was us. We did that. So what happened to the people in Black Wall Street?
People let them tear them down, that's all I can say.
They got bombed.
Right.
They destroyed the place.
Right. Tear them down.
So when we try to gather up before by ourselves, guess what? The people that run the world, they said, to hell with it, I'm putting a stop to it. So it's not going to stop no matter where we go. We can be here in America. We can go to one of the islands. Look, I understand that. I understand that. You have a passion for your people. You want to see your people do great. But guess what? If we don't apply the laws of God, it's not going to happen.
Right. But y'all just like to see my people.
Right, let me get hey, it's all, that's good. Let me get Ecclesiastes 77. Ecclesiastes 77. Because what I'm seeing right now, I see a wise man. I know the Lord is dealing with you on a certain standpoint, right? He lets you see the oppression going on with your people. But guess what? He's calling you right now to change. Read what you got.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad.
So what you see oppression. When I see my sister right here, back then they would have raped my sister. When I see my sister right here, they still up systems today. So what? Our sisters feel like they can be on their own. They can be independent. They destroying the black household.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.